has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Welcome to the first episode of Krizpy Kremed. Today I'm playing Darkest Dungeon. Darkest Dungeon is a game about making the most of a bad situation. Quests will fail or must be abandoned. Heroes will die, and when they die, they stay dead. Progress autosaves constantly, so actions are permanent. So this is a very, very difficult game, but it's one of those games that you play, and the further you get, the better you feel about yourself. And those are the kind of games I like. I've already tried it a little bit, made it to week 2 before I had my entire party die, so I'm just gonna go ahead and nobody ever saw that. Let's do that crispy done. It's just gonna be crispy.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Alright. Now let's find our redemption. So basically in this game, you get new characters each week, and you can level them up, and the further you level them up, the further you can go, hopefully, to defeat the Darkest Dungeon. There is a turn-based combat system style game.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Let me go ahead and just see what tutorials say that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with Krizpy Kremed, this is gonna be Krizpy Kremed is gonna be a new show that I'm doing where I play really hard games to where I get pretty much creamed. I'm gonna play games like Dark Souls, Darkest Dungeon, XCOM, like stuff where whenever you die, it's a pain in the ass. So notoriously hard games are what I'm going to be playing on this show.
There is much to be found in forgotten places.
I really want to start playing these hard games because, first of all, I want to experience them. Like, there's some games I've played Dark Souls. I've played a bunch of Dark Souls. I love that game. Definitely gonna play it again here, just to record it. But it's fun to give yourself a challenge. And sometimes whenever I play these games by myself, I end up stopping because they get too hard. Put it plain and simple, they get really hard. They get too difficult for me, and I give up. So my hopes is that with this show, we're gonna stick to it. We're gonna beat it. We're gonna, whether, you know, Krizpy gets creamed or not, like, I'm gonna play this until my party dies all the way or I beat the game. So don't know what I have planned right after this show, but for now I think this is kind of keeping me interested in the idea. So another fun thing that you get to do in this game is name your... Ooh, we got that cloak here. Huh, interesting. So speed... So there are different stats in this game. Speed is pretty important because... Oh, fuck! Oh, blight? Alright, well, let's just get out of here and that'll be the end of that. So speed allows you to go first, if you will. That's kind of like, the more speed you have, the faster you go since it's turn-based combat, the faster you go in turn. 10% scouting chance, that's not bad. Okay. So.
Welcome home, such as it is.
This is our home.
This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Bound to them. Alright, here's where it starts getting hard.
Soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses.
We go ahead and name
All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Knight Krizpy. We're gonna have this guy. This is gonna be Matt. We're gonna have Jordan. And we're gonna have Anna. Okay, so an interesting thing about this game is that they have different spells, but they can't be used unless they're in certain positions in the group. So, this spell, for example, Play Grenade, has to be used whenever he's at the back line, and it can only hit their back line. So that's what makes positioning in this game, even though it's a turn-based game, positioning is very important. And it's
your work begins.
Pretty fun. Okay, so we want Anna near the back because those heals are overpowered. So we'll put her third. We'll put Jordan in the very back. That's his preferred positioning. And Matt's pretty good here. Honestly, Matt is really good here. So we'll do our first one. The first goal is to explore 90% of the rooms.
The cost of preparedness. Now in gold. Later in blood.
I'm gonna go ahead and stock up on food. Get a shovel. Get about 3 torches. The lower the light gets, the more dangerous the enemies get, but the better loot that you could get. So there's a bunch of trade-offs with there's a bunch of give, take, risk, reward in this game, and that's what makes it fun. Excuse me. So this is our lineup here. This is their health bar. Below there they have their stress bar. See, Jordan's getting stressed out just even being in this area. So is Matt. And along the way you can find some interesting items. So here we got an unburned torch. And you see the torch level just went down. Alright. A battle. So, since Matt has the highest speed of 7, he gets to go first. So, I can do 5 to 9 damage to this guy, potentially killing him. And you can see that over on the far right. Bone Rabble, HP 8 out of 8. And then below his HP, at the very bottom of those 3, it says hero damage 5 to 9. So this one would hit both of them, and it's a 3 to 5. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that because, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to stun him. Shuffles him too. Let's see. Boom! Dang, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Good job, team. Like, didn't even take a hit.
Triumphant pride precipitates.
It's pretty good. It's actually very good. Alright, so we're going to scout. There's an obstacle in a battle before our next turn. I want Jordan to be able to use this plague grenade. Okay, he couldn't use it because there was no back line. So really, Jordan right now is going to be our healer. He will clear enemy corpses with that. Okay. It's a toss-up. See, this is like, you have to... It's who's to say what's the better lineup. I'm going to go ahead and keep it like this because there are more benefits to having Anna up front. Or third. Here we go. So I can stun the backline. This person to stun is pretty important. Oh, it's not stun, it's blight. Well, crap. This is why it's important to kill her. She does 1 damage, but 18 stress damage to Matt. We all know Matt. About to get pretty stressed out. Alright, so let's do... So this is a stun. This will give us torch damage. Let's go ahead and... This is important to take her out, but this guy hasn't gone yet. Or is it this guy? We'll go ahead and take her out. And then we'll do some AoE here, hit both their front line. And then we'll get that stab on this boy. This is a good lineup. Honestly, this is probably the best I've ever done playing this game. Alright, before we enter into this next room, this isn't a room where there's going to be a battle. Since we've scouted it, we know there's not going to be a battle in this room. Let's go ahead and use a few more torches. Let's get Matt. Looks a little bit hungry. Let's go ahead and go up. So now we're kind of heading back into the we don't know what's going on here. Heading back out into the unknown, if you will. If that makes a little bit more sense. It might. I'm not sure. Oh no! Okay. I am still a pretty firm believer in that Blight is overpowered. So, basically Blight is a dot. Whenever it's her turn, she does 4 damage. It's just guaranteed damage. Guaranteed damage in this game is always going to be high value. Just because the fact that there's the RNG nature of most attacks, you either can do low damage or they can outright dodge it. So, but then sometimes you get pretty awesome ones like that 7 crit right there, or that 8 hit. Up, see, she dodged that. That's not too good. Oh, Anna. Oh no. That put a lot of stress on the party here. Let's go ahead and bandage that bleed. And I'm going to keep on with the AoE. Good job, Matt. Good job, Matt. We're going to hit her with some more Blight. When it's her turn again, boom, 4 damage. You're done. Let's see if we can hit this full. Good job, team. We got this. Let's go ahead and use the key on this chest. Oh, some good stuff right there. Alright, let's continue forward. I'm gonna eat a little bit. But you don't want to eat all your food because sometimes just throughout the dungeon, it'll just say your team's getting hungry. Either eat now or you guys take damage. And that's why you have to... Oh! Okay, good job, me. I dodged it. I walked right onto it, but I still dodged it. Good job. Alright, there's nothing in this room. I'm getting a little bit nervous. I just don't want to die. Seriously, on that week 2 thing, I quit 6 food. Look at this. Awesome. And it's probably going to give me the option pretty soon to either feed everyone or die horribly. Here it is. The exertions of adventuring have produced a growing hunger amongst the party. Eat 4 food, regain 5% health, or eat nothing, take 20% damage plus stress damage. No! We're definitely going to go ahead and eat. And usually in this game, the bad outweighs the good by a large margin. It's not even a question you should do the good stuff. If you can do the good stuff, do the good stuff. For sure. Let's go ahead and... I just want to... Since that prompt has already come up... Oh, she's full! Matt, are you full? No. Alright. And these are obstacles you'll have to get through. That's why I brought a shovel. If you bring a shovel, you just automatically clear it at the cost of some gold up front. If you don't have a shovel, you're going to have to use your hands, which could result in nothing bad happening, or some bad stuff could happen. Wow, that's not good at all. So, what I think I want to do, since this is a very, very large group, I want to start building up Matt's damage. Let's see, what is this? Tracking shot? How much damage will that do? Matt gains, he gains a buff for this. So let me hit the back line here. Let me go ahead and stun. Let me see if I can't stun this guy. And then with Jordan, I'm going to stun their back line. So now they have a full back line. Can we get some... Oh no, this is just Blight. Gee. That's fine, I guess. That's fine. I keep forgetting. Can't forget. He does have a stun move that does both back line. That's what makes it fun. You know, even though you could get the same Plague Doctor, he's not going to have, you know, the same stuff every time. But I think this is pretty good here just to keep... If they keep getting... That's 8 damage per round. Like, that will kill him next time. So let's go ahead and take out their front line here. Look at that. The Blight is just overpowered. Especially if you start to get to stack it. So good job, Jordan. You're doing real good up there, boss. Let's go ahead. Come on, baby girl. Get that finishing move. 1 damage. Nice. Good job, team. Alright. Oh, I had a key. I had a key. We can't... I want to go back and explore this room that we haven't explored. Who knows what's in there? It's a little bit... Oh, yes. Okay. Never mind. I'm out. I'm out. I got so lucky. I got so lucky. That's why it's risk or reward. Like, there could have been a good treasure in their room. Chances are there weren't. But, you know, you can go explore it and find cool treasure, or bad shit's gonna happen along the way and it's not even worth investigating that room. It was empty. You know, it just wasn't even worth it. So that was the first dungeon there. So at the very end of the dungeon, your heroes gain quirks. Quirks can be beneficial and detrimental. This one, 15% heal skills while camping, and Matt got obsessed with sainthood. Alright, and we'll see what kind of effects that has later on in the playthrough. But anyways, thank you guys for watching the very first episode of Krizpy Kremed. Thanks for watching the very first episode. Excuse me, guy. I'm trying to talk here. Thanks for watching the very first episode of Krizpy Kremed. We ended the episode. Nobody died. Our stress levels are pretty manageable. We've got almost 13,000 gold in the bank. That's pretty good. And we successfully completed our first foray into the ruins. So good job. Anyways, this is Krizpy, and I'll see you guys next time on Krizpy Kremed. We'll delve deeper into the darkest dungeon. Peace out, y'all.